live right here next to where the police officer involved shooting happened last night, the robbery just down the road. Could you just run me through maybe what you heard or saw?
Okay, so I guess it was about 11:20 last night. I got a phone call from my wife because I was actually out in Bella Vista at the time, and she said she heard two gunshots, and we have a room upstairs that has a window on the other side, and she could see outside that the police were out there, and it looked like at the time they were handcuffing the suspect or whatever. So I hurried home from Bella Vista. I got here about 11:45, and they had this whole area taped off from my neighbor's house right here. Had greenhouse blocked off. Nobody could come up or go down or go to the store. And with me already knowing that the road was blocked off, I took the back street home. But before I got home, I went to the store because I wanted to stop by the store before I went home because I wanted to stop by the store. So I went to the store. The doors were locked. I didn't know what was going on at the time, but I thought it was weird that the doors were locked. So I came home, and the police officer escorted me inside the house. And then that's when I went upstairs, and I could see at this time a body laying out in my yard, covered in a white sheet. And so that was about midnight, and couldn't sleep at this time, so I continued to watch throughout the night. And I think it was about around 2:30. I noticed the coroner had showed up, and they removed the sheets. And at that time, you could see the individual. It looked like a male, slender figure, and he had on tennis shoes and some jeans. You really couldn't see from chest up what he looked like, but that was pretty much it. So then I read the report this morning, and that's when I heard about the robbery, which confirmed why the doors were locked up at the store last night, and the police were up there. And it's pretty sad that somebody lose their life and let alone try to rob their store up the street. So that was pretty much my account of what happened. I'm not sure what time they left in the morning, but they were out there for at least 4 hours.
And so, I mean, this happened literally in your front yard. You have a family here. What's your emotions to something like this happening so close?
I'm pretty lighthearted about these things. I look at them for what they are. But I have this doorbell. I can see the picture. So to see the police outside, my wife is a foreigner. She's not from America, so when things like these happen, it's shocking to her. So I hurried home, and the crazy thing about it, I took her to get something to eat and dropped her off at home, and for lack of paying attention, we left the garage up. So the garage was up the whole time this happened. So, let's say he did make it this far. He could have easily said, oh, the garage is open. Let me go in there and take refuge. So it's, got to be a little bit more cautious now in Bentonville, because I know a lot of people leave their doors unlocked thinking, hey, you sleep good still at night. It's not like you wake up thinking, hey, I got to go lock the doors. But now, you got to make sure your door's locked, garage is down, and the house is secure.
And so, have you ever heard of anything like robberies happening in that store before?
Actually, I have. I think it was about 10 years ago, there was a robbery at that store. And I think the individual now is doing about 30 years in prison. I mean, at least he's still alive. But yeah, this is the second one that I've heard.
So crime is often here or not?
No. That what happened 10 years ago was totally a one-off. From my knowledge, it was somebody that wasn't from around this area. So, but this is a pretty quaint neighborhood. I mean, nothing happens here. Most thing that you see is people out exercising, running. You might see young individuals walking to the store down the street, but other than that, it's nothing going on over here.
All right, is there anything else you want to add about the situation happening right here, or any details that you can think of from last night?
No, that's pretty much everything that I know, or my recollection of what happened.